Hey, Raidens here. In this video, we adopt a developer-first perspective to build a landing page, emphasizing key sections essential for its effectiveness. Our work will be within a TypeScript Monorepo, the foundation of our product's web application. The primary aim is to strategically utilize the existing components and utilities within this Monorepo. This approach facilitates the creation of a React-based website that seamlessly integrates with our current app, thereby significantly enhancing the development process. Such a strategy expedites the construction of the landing page and simplifies its maintenance. The final version of our landing page can be seen at increaser.org. Furthermore, we are sharing all the reusable code from this project in the Ryzen Kit repository, a meticulously designed template suited for building robust full-stack TypeScript applications. To grasp the logic behind the code placement, we'll dissect the structure of the Monorepo. At its root, it encompasses two key directories, lib and increaser. The lib directory is home to packages that are generic, not tailored to any specific product. These packages are highly adaptable, suitable for a range of projects, be it Web3 apps, B2B SaaS, or content websites. While they might contain domain-specific packages, product-specific code is absent. For example, the subscription UI package is designed for varied applications with a subscription business model. However, if your application doesn't use subscriptions, it can be seamlessly deleted without impacting fundamental packages like UI or utils, which are independent of domain-specific elements. In my projects, I use the @lib prefix for packages in the lib directory, such as @libui or @libutils. This naming convention helps distinguish them from product-specific packages and simplify the code transfer between monorepos, as it eliminates the need for renaming imports. In contrast to the lib directory, the increaser folder focuses exclusively on packages for the increaser product, encompassing two front-end projects, app and website. For a SaaS-like increaser, it is advantageous to separate the landing page website from the core application app. The website operates from increaser.org, where the application is accessible at app.increaser.org. Given that the app presents only sign-in and sign-up pages to unauthorized users, SEO optimization is not a priority for it. Instead, the spotlight shifts to the website, which hosts all the public-facing content. Being less dependent-intensive than the main app, the website also benefits from quicker load times. The website package primarily utilizes components from @libui. But for the different section, there is a requirement for increaser-specific components such as a focus timer, a list of today's habits, or a statistics panel displaying time allocation across projects. To circumvent a dependency between the website and app packages, the @increaser.ui package is employed. This package serves the purpose of developing shared components, but with flexibility in implementation for React providers. In the app, these providers interact directly with the API, while in the website, they are confined to updating the React state. Both our app and website projects utilize Next.js, but they don't fully rely on its extensive framework capabilities. As these are statically generated sites, there is no need for a server, allowing us to hold them on SDN to reduce costs. It's common to achieve a good user experience in apps without needing the more advanced server-dependent features of Next.js. Deploying a Next.js app that requires server-side functionalities can be complex, especially without using the proprietary product Verso. My preference leans toward a simple and minimalistic setup with an easy deployment process that isn't tied to a specific hosting provider. For future projects, I'm considering experimenting with a more minimalistic framework like Remix. However, for the sake of consistency, since the app is already developed in Next.js, I've chosen to use Next.js for the website as well. Our website comprises just 3 pages: terms of service, privacy policy, and the landing page. First two are straightforward, essentially consisting of text paragraphs and thus don't warrant detailed discussion. Therefore, our primary focus will be on the landing page. However, before delving into that, it's crucial to establish a shared navigation across all the website's pages. This is achieved by wrapping each page with makeWebsitePage function, ensuring consistent navigation throughout the site. The makeWebsitePage function takes a component and enhances it with a getLayout function. This getLayout function is utilized by the root app component to wrap the current page, providing a consistent layout across the website. For those unfamiliar with the Next.js layout pattern, I recommend exploring a dedicated video on this topic here. To construct the top bar navigation, we are utilizing the website navigation component from RiseonKit. Shortly we'll delve into its implementation, but first let's review its props. Initially we need to path the logo, which is positioned in the top left corner. Encasing in a link, this logo redirects users to the homepage upon being clicked. The logo's design employs a flexbox layout, featuring an SVG on the left and the product name on the right. The app icon is maintained as a standard React component. Given its black and white design, I utilize the theme's color variables, enabling the logo to automatically adapt to both dark and light modes. To facilitate navigation between the app and the website, we maintain two enums in our Increaser UI package: app path and website path. When navigating within the website, we use the standard Next.js link component. Conversely, for navigating to the website from the app, we employ a regular HTML anchor tag. To streamline our development process, we'll introduce an app link component to the website. This component will take a specified path and append it to the app's URL. Importantly, we will avoid adding a rel norefer attribute for those links. This decision is made to ensure the app's analytics can accurately track user visits originating from the website. Additionally, by default, these links will open in the same tab, offering a seamless user experience. The app URL will be supplied as an environment variable. When constructing URLs, I prefer utilizing the join path utility. This utility guarantees the formation of a valid URL irrespective of whether the base path concluded with a slash or the provided path begins with one. Returning to our website navigation, we need to define two functions, one for rendering top bar items in the desktop version and another for overlay items in the mobile version. Both functions render the same navigation items. However, while the desktop version utilizes standard buttons, the mobile version employs the overlay navigation item component. This component ensures that the items are styled appropriately for mobile view. Lastly, we incorporate a footer prop into our website design. This prop displays a horizontal stack featuring a copyright notice alongside the most important links. The footer component acts as a wrapper, ensuring that the content adheres to a maximum width constraint. Additionally, it establishes the basic styling for the text. The centered content column is a foundational CSS helper crucial to our website's design. It allows us to define a maximum width for the content while offering the flexibility to let certain child elements occupy the full width of the page by adjusting the grid column property of the child elements, which we default to the second column. Utilizing the min CSS function, the content adapts to take the entire page width if the content max width is less than the available space. This approach is instrumental in ensuring that the content is neither too wide on large screens nor too narrow on smaller ones. Now, diving into the website navigations component implementation, the layout of the navigation is determined using the useScreenWidth less than hook. In our case, this hook returns true when the screen width is under 800 pixels. For managing the open state of the mobile overlay navigation, we utilize the useState hook. The overlay component is styled with a fixed position. As we store the header's height in the configuration, we leverage this value to compute the overlay's height and set its top attribute. This ensures the overlay doesn't cover the header and user can always access the toggle button. To ensure that the top bar navigation remains consistently at the top, the root component is designed as a flexbox element with a column direction, occupying the full width and height of the page. We then position the header, which has a predetermined fixed height. Following the header is a container that occupies the remaining space. This container is set with an overflow outer property, enabling a scroll bar to appear when the content exceeds the available space. Finally, the footer is placed at the bottom of the page. When users click on the sign in or sign up button, they are redirected to the Increaser app. To maintain a consistent user experience, we use the website navigation component on the authorization pages. App's authorization navigation closely resembles the one on the website, but omit the footer and utilizes different link components. This approach helps in creating a seamless transition between the website and the app. With the navigation established, our attention shifts to the landing page. This component is crafted using a sequence of slices, each slice representing a distinct section of the page. Additionally, we emphasize incorporating title and description metadata for enhancing the page search engine optimization effectiveness. The integration of SEO metadata is efficiently handled by the page meta tags component from RisenKit, which is specifically designed to set page-specific metadata. For a deeper understanding of all the necessary meta tags in Next.js, I recommend referring to a detailed video on this topic available here. The first slice of the increaser landing page is intentionally straightforward. While other projects might benefit from more dynamic visuals to convey their message, here the focus is on simplicity and minimalism. The container for this primary slice is built using the website slice component. This component makes use of the previously discussed centered content column, ensuring consistent content alignment. Additionally, it applies a vertical pattern of 80 pixels, which is instrumental in maintaining a clean and well-organized space between the different sections of the website. To make the primary slice span the entire page width, its min height property is set to 100 VH minus the height of the header. Meanwhile, the website slice content centers the content and creates a 60 pixel gap between elements, usually consisting of the section's header and the main content. Following this, the website section header component is utilized to display a title and subtitle across every slice of our landing page. Typically, titles are formatted as H2 except in the primary slice where we use H1 for improved SEO, as it's advisable to have only one H1 tag per page. For better mobile readability, the font size is reduced to 20 pixels on small screens to prevent the text from occupying the entire screen. The primary slice prominently features a call to action for app sign-up. To maintain consistency across the landing page, this button is encapsulated in a dedicated component named Primary Call to Action. This component combines a button from RisenKit with the previously discussed app link component. Although it's typically displayed uniformly, we enable customization by allowing propagation to the button component. It's generally effective to showcase social proof at the second slice of a landing page. This approach is common in many websites, typically featuring as seen on or trusted by sections or displaying ratings from the App Store for mobile apps. However, for increaser, extensive social proof has not yet been developed. While it had a moderately successful campaign on AppSumo, gathering 4 5-star reviews, this is insufficient for prominent display on the landing page. Additionally, as an increaser is a progressive web app without a mobile counterpart, we skip directly to highlighting the product feature. In the product features sections of our landing page, we aim to use the same interactive components found in the app. However, this component should not trigger API calls when interacted with on the landing page. Moreover, they need mock data to ensure engagement. To facilitate this, we will implement custom React providers specifically for the landing page. The primary provider in this setup will be the demo user state provider. Increaser initially loads all crucial user data from the API upon the first page load and stores this information in the user state context. This context is then leveraged by the useAssert user state hook, which verifies that the user is logged in and possesses all required data to effectively use the app. Thanks to caching the data in local storage, this process typically feels seamless to the user who is unlikely to notice any delay caused by the user state query. In our demo user state provider, we maintain the state using the useState hook and provide a means for consumer to partially update it via the update state function. The getDemoUser function housed in @increaser demo package has a historical context. There was a time when the Increaser app utilized a demo user to showcase app features for new users without any data. This function populates the user entity used across the app with mock data designed to appear realistic on the landing page. The projects provider is specifically designed to enhance the dev experience of working with projects in the app. It effectively organizes projects and augments them with extra information, including the total minutes devoted to a project during the current week and the project's color represented in HSLA format. Owing to its independence from API interactions, the projects provider operates consistently across both the app and the landing page. Our first demo slice highlights the focus timer. This slice utilizes components we've previously discussed: website slice content, and website section header. Given the lack of practical benefit in pre-rendering the interactive features during HTML generation, we will encapsulate the component within client only. This ensures that it's rendered exclusively on the client side. The demo focus provider mirrors the approach of the demo user state provider. However, in addition to eliminating API calls, it also suppresses notification, which we want to avoid triggering during user interactions on the landing page. The focus timer presented on the landing page closely resembles its app counterpart, yet we aim to avoid it cluttering the UI with buttons for starting, finishing, or canceling sessions. This streamlined interface is achieved using the reusable component involved in the focus timer simply by excluding unnecessary elements. Additionally, for mobile views, the timer size will be reduced to ensure it fits comfortably on smaller screens. We feature 3 more demo slices on our website, each spotlighting a unique feature of the app. While we won't go into extensive detail about them, it's important to know that they follow a consistent pattern, using reusable elements from the Add-in Creator UI package and integrating custom providers specifically for the website. The website's copy is notably effective, a result of my utilization of ChatGPT. Despite not being a copywriter myself, I keep a text file in the repository that provides a basic, albeit not comprehensive, description of the product and its features. This document is instrumental in giving ChatGPT a foundational understanding of our product. I use this file to prompt ChatGPT, asking it to confirm understanding with a yes before moving on to more creative tasks such as generating multiple titles and subtitles options for various landing page sections. This usage of AI is particularly fascinating to me as a developer. While I'm proficient with my tech stack and seldom need AI assistant for React component development, AI proves invaluable in areas outside my expertise. It enhances my capabilities as a developer, enabling me to be a more well-rounded professional, adept at tackling a wider array of challenges and functioning more autonomously. After showcasing the features, we transition to a section showcasing testimonials. For this, we repurpose the website slice component, configuring it to span the entire page width by setting the content max width to 100%. To arrange the testimonials in a columnar layout, we employ a multi-column setup. This simply involves specifying the column width, the gap between columns, and ensuring each item's margin bottom is equal to the gap value. To not make the user scroll through lots of testimonials, we limit the number of testimonials displayed on a smaller screen. The testimonials are stored as a list of objects in a separate file. Admittedly, I haven't updated this list for the last 2 years due to a lapse in following up with individuals who provided positive feedback. However, I'll try to regularly update the testimonials with the current social proof. Each testimonial object includes the content, the person's name, profile type, and a link verifying the authenticity of the person behind the testimonial. Additionally, we incorporate an image URL and their position. For efficiency, small avatar images are stored in WebP format in the public folder. The testimonial item component encases the content within a panel, distinguishing the header from the content with a 20 pixel gap. The header comprises the individual's avatar, name, position, and a link to their profile, for example, LinkedIn, Twitter, or other platform. For avatar display, we utilize 2 helper components: Save image, which prevents the display of a broken image if it fails to load, and cover image, which ensures the image stretches to fill the. Following the testimonials, there is a video slide section showcasing a product overview video. In this video, I guide viewers through the onboarding process and highlight key features of the app. Ideally, this video's thumbnail should align with the website's UI for consistency. We embed the YouTube video using the React Player package, which activates as the user scrolls to the section which is detected with Intersection Observer. This approach optimizes the website's performance by avoiding unnecessary network requests. To further enhance site effectiveness, we might consider combining React Lazy with Suspense to delay loading the component until necessary. The video's plain state is managed using the useState hook. This state is utilized to toggle the visibility of the video's highlight, ensuring it doesn't distract the user during playback. The highlight effect is achieved by adding a border and box shadow, the latter manipulating the color's alpha channel for a semi-transparent look. For those interested in exploring the HSLA color format in React, further details are available in this video. Following that, we have the Scoreboard slide section. This unique feature of Increaser serves as a form of social proof, displaying the most productive users in real time. While measuring productivity in terms of hours worked might not be the most accurate metric, it provides a tangible benchmark. For those interested, Further insights into these feature implementations are available in this video. In this case, we bypass the need for custom providers as the data is directly queried from the API. The current user won't be highlighted due to the absence of a GVT token in the request for user identification. The inclusion of a pricing section termed the pricing slice is essential given that the app isn't free. For managing subscriptions, I use Petal, yet the underlying principles of subscription management are universally applicable, regardless of the provider. To delve deeper into this topic, you can refer to a video dedicated to it. Within this section, the subscription billing cycle provider holds the user's chosen billing cycle, either months or year. We then present a panel that encapsulates both the subscription offer and the primary call to action component. Here, the primary call to action button is slightly reduced in size and relabeled as Start Free Trial to better suit the context. While not all landing pages include a founder's note, I find it particularly beneficial in early versions of a website where content or social proof may be limited. These sections add a personal touch and helps fill out an otherwise undeveloped page. There are several ways to present the founder's note, ranging from text to video. In this case, I've chosen a simple text format enhanced with my photo and signature. There is a dedicated component in Writing Kit for display the founder's note, which receives children, avatar URL, and signature. To make a signature, I just opened Figma, chose a nice handwritten font, put my name and surname, and exported it as an SVG. Since the width and height of the signature SVG is in ems unit, we can control its size with the font size attribute on its container. To display an image, we use the same Save Image component and we use the similar pattern with meta queries to reduce the size of some elements on mobile screens to make it look better. Following up, we delve into the Find Answers to Your Questions section, a common feature of every landing page. Initially, it might be challenging to populate this section, but over time, recurrent questions become apparent, making it easier to enrich your FAQ. For this section, we also leverage reusable components from Writing Kit. The FAQ container component in our design is configured to have a maximum width of 800 pixels. This width is intentionally chosen to prevent the content from becoming overly stretched, ensuring it remains comfortable for reading. The FAQ item component functions as a straightforward wrapper around the expandable section component provided by Writing Kit. Our primary customization involves setting the text component within it to have a large height. This specific adjustment is made to enhance the readability of the content. To create a visually appealing animation for the expandable sections, it's crucial to know the actual height of the content inside. This is where the element size array component from Writing Kit comes into play. It accurately captures the size of an element by tracking its ref using the setElement callback. Once the element is rendered, the size object gets populated with its width and height. For a smooth content appearance using pure CSS animation, the content needs to remain in the DOM at all times. To make it invisible when the section is collapsed, we employ visibility hidden. Opacity also facilitates a graceful transition between the closed and open state of the section. Additionally, the collapse icon animation is handled using the Rotate Z transform property, adding a dynamic visual effect. The final section of our landing page is what's commonly known as a closing argument. This is a crucial element of many landing pages, where you present a compelling last persuasion for why users should choose your product, especially if they haven't clicked the call to action button by the time they reach the end of the page. The closing section of our landing page is anchored by a clear and motivational message: unleash your potential. This is coupled with a prominent call to action button set against a peaceful sunrise background generated using ChatGPT. To effectively render this backdrop, we employ the closing argument background component. Its role is to precisely position and scale the background image to cover the entire container, ensuring it's centrally aligned and fully encompasses the space. Adding to the visual depth, we incorporate a pseudo element adorned with a linear gradient background. This gradient, notable for its partial transparency, smoothly transitions into the surrounding background color. That's all. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe.